Hey, good evening, YouTube. It's Francis. It's a Friday evening, about 7:30 p.m. It isn't dark out yet. See the window right there. I didn't turn the light on because it just is too bright. Okay, so anyways, I went for my pre-op meeting today. And we got there, the appointment was at 1:30, and we were actually out of there leaving by 2:35, 40. So it seemed like we waited longer than we actually did. I don't know. Time's going by slower for me. Maybe I'm in some kind of warp or something. But anyway, first of all, I talked to a lady about the financial thing. And since I don't have any supplemental insurance, Uh, Medicare pays 80% of the outpatient, and it's considered an outpatient thing. So I'm gonna have to cough up 20%. So anyway, so much for trying to save some money and pay off my debt. So kind of joking around about it, but kind of pisses you off, you know. Anyway, but they have a payment plan. I could stretch it out interest free for like 12 months. So and I don't have any idea what it. In fact, they wanted me to put a $500 deposit today for the surgery. I'm like, I says I ain't got that kind of money. So I says I could probably give you 200. So that's kind of what I did. So anyway, uh, all the extra money I got is gone. I'm still going to make it. Francis is a survivor. Just put that down. Write it down. So, and then I got to talk to a nurse. They want to know all your surgeries, all your whole life. And so, I mean, that took a while. Then I had to sign a bunch of papers and initial a bunch of papers. Then they gave me instructions. You know, I'm not supposed to eat or drink anything after midnight on Tuesday night, the night before the surgery. They said don't shave the area for 24 hours. Well, you know what? I'm not going to be shaving my chest, right? And so the nurse that was talking to me, she was a pretty attractive young lady. And anyways, she said something about, yeah, make sure you don't shave your groin. And I kind of looked at her and said, what? I don't think they're going. It's up here, you know. This is where my face. So they call it a generator replacement. Okay. So, anyways, my generator is getting replaced, but it's up here. It ain't down there. Oh well. It's kind of hard to keep a straight face, you know, when nurse says something like that. So, anyways, so yeah, I don't want to discuss anymore about it. And then the anesthesiologist comes into the room, right? He comes in, he's got somebody's chart and his big manila folder with all these papers in it. And he says, "Oh, you Dr. So and so's patient?" I go, "No." And he goes, "Oh, this is the wrong file." So the anesthesiologist grabs the wrong file. So he leaves. He comes back about a minute later. And he goes, "So I'm looking at the page and it's got my last name on there." And I go, "Oh, I guess you got the right file, you know." So he said, He says, "Don't worry about it." So he says, "You got any questions?" I says, "Well, yeah. How are they going to knock me out? Am I going to be conscious during the procedure?" He says, "Well, pretty much. So I don't know." He said they were going to give me general anesthesia, and I says, "Well, you know, I'd like to be kind of semi-conscious, so I'm aware of what's going on." I says, "When they put it in the first time, I was totally awake and aware what was going on. I just didn't feel anything. I says, I prefer that. I said, then they knock you out, knock me out to test the third wire, which is the defibrillator. I guess when they shock you, that causes a lot of pain, so they knock you out. Then you wake up. You know, they just give you enough to knock you out for 5 minutes so they can test the device, and then you wake up. So Debbie Lynn's going to be staying at the hospital because it's being done in the heart tower, 3rd floor, and we'll be up there probably, you know, we got to get there 2 hours early in the morning. The procedure's going to happen afternoon, and we'll probably be done by 2:30, 3 o'clock. So then they say you got to kind of recover in the recovery room for an hour. So they want somebody there, okay, just in case something happens. There's somebody there to make a decision, I guess, if I'm unconscious, right? So anyway, I'm not going to sign a do not resuscitate order. So, I mean, I actually did that 6 years ago. I said, well, if I go, don't resuscitate me. You know, I mean, sometimes, you know, you make these decisions and then, so anyway, so chances are everything's going to go well, and this time next Wednesday evening, I'll probably be recovered enough to make a video and talk about my experience. So anyway, so much for that. So the anesthesiologist left. He says, you got any questions? I says, no. I says, how are they going to knock me out? They said, well, when you go in the operating room, they're going to have an IV go in your arm, and they just sort of like feed something in the IV that like knocks you out. So anyway, so basically Wednesday morning I'm going to go in there and talk to the cardiologist and tell him I want my pacer moved over closer to the, I already told him that, but just remind him. And I'll have, instead of having one scar here, I'll have 2 scars, you know, maybe a couple inches apart. But I don't care. I don't want this device. It's so close to my armpit, and we're, you know, where the bones, right in here. It's right there. I mean, you know, sometimes at night you're sleeping on your left side, it digs in and it hurts. So I don't want to have to put up with that bullshit anymore. But anyways, basically I'm doing pretty good. A little tired though. After we got out of there, we went to Bojangles and we had some grilled chicken for lunch. And then we went to a couple like makeup places, couple cosmetics, and a clothing store. So I kind of went browsing around with Debbie Lynn and her wife. And so, you know, I'd never been shopping before. And we went to this one store, and basically I got, this is a hair color thing, and it says blonde. And then this is the hydrogen peroxide. So you mix both of these equally in a bowl, and you put it in your hair. So they said try it on a section of your hair, but I'm not gonna change my hair color until after my operation. Okay, because what the hell, you know? I mean, why be exposed to chemicals before I go in for my surgery? So anyways, basically I just have to stop taking my medicine. The medicine I normally take at midnight on Tuesday night, I will take probably at 10 p.m. And then they're really not going to start cutting on me until afternoon. So that's, but basically, you know, there's no real restrictions on my diet except not eat anything after midnight. So that's fine. So I've done that before just for get your blood tested, you know, like a 12-hour fast before they go in and take the blood for your blood test results at the um, lab. So, gee, 10 minutes already. So, anyways, I'm a little tired. It's almost 8 o'clock, and time for me to take some meds. And anyways, I'm looking forward to a hangout tonight. I didn't make it to a hangout last night. I just kind of went to bed early, and I couldn't get out of bed. I get up at 7 o'clock every morning, and I make coffee and boil some water. And because I'm in charge of keeping the water jug full in the refrigerator. And we go through like a gallon and a half of filtered water every day. And then I kind of do any dishes or stuff that's in the sink. Basically, I clean the kitchen with dishes and stuff in the morning. And then usually I'm done by 8 o'clock, and everybody's still in bed. So, so it's working out really good, you know. Debbie Lynn and uh, the old lady, I hate to say it, but I don't want to say her name. But anyways, they stay up half the night. I mean, they're night people here, you know. And I just because I'm so active during the day, I just can't. I just been retiring early for the last week. And, you know, I'm so active here compared to living in Jacksonville in my apartment. It's like I get tired and I just want to go to sleep. So, and I've been sleeping all night without listening to the radio. So, probably missed my radio show for 2 weeks now. I don't even know what's on the show. So, whatever. But anyway, things are going great. And in 5 days, I should have my new generator. And maybe I won't feel so tired because, you know, you get one in there with a higher battery voltage. Maybe old Sparky in here will work better, and Fran-Sez will have more energy. Can always hope, right? So I'm tired of like living this last year on low battery voltage. You know, Fran-Sez has been like slowing down. So maybe, you know, once they get the new generator in here, maybe I'll be able to keep up with the rest of the family here, okay? All right, well, I hope to see you at a hangout. We don't even know if there's a hangout tonight. I searched YouTube and nobody posted anything saying to have a hangout tonight. So if you're going to have a hangout on Friday night tonight, send us an email or an invite to Debbie Lynn or myself, okay? All right. Love you all. 13 minutes is enough to like bend your ears. So y'all have a great weekend. Bye.